Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing a specs and sound test comparison between two of my favourite small Bluetooth speakers, the JBL Flip 6 and the Anker Soundcore 3. I've done about 6 comparison videos with the Flip 6 and a few on the Soundcore 3 now, so be sure to check those out if you haven't already done so on my channel homepage under the playlist tab titled Sound Tests, where you'll also find many other small speaker sound tests too, of course. Now we know both of these have been around for a while now, but they are both popular speakers depending on your budget, of course, as a new Anker Soundcore 3 on Amazon UK is only around 35 quid, which is a great price for this very good sounding and I think really nice looking portable Bluetooth speaker. I can't seem to find it on the Amazon US site, but if you are in the United States then you can get it direct from Soundcore at soundcore.com, where you can pick it up for $60. A new JBL Flip 6 on the other hand at Amazon UK will set you back about 85 quid, with slightly different prices for different colours of course. And if you're in the US on Amazon it'll cost you $127 or thereabouts, with slightly different prices depending on your colour again. Alternatively, you can buy direct from JBL of course, where the Flip 6 will cost you 90 quid in the UK and $130 in the US, with both countries having an option to pay in 3 monthly instalments through Klarna, which is a great, very helpful if you're on a tight budget. All prices are at the time of making this video of course and subject to change, but as you can see there's a big difference in price between these two. Okay, so let's quickly compare some of the basic specs now before we do that sound test. First of all, the difference in size is minimal, as these two are roughly the same, although the Flip 6 is definitely slightly longer and a little bit fatter as you can see. The weight difference is minimal too, with the Soundcore 3 coming in at 507 grams and the Flip 6 weighing a slightly heavier 526 grams, although the Flip 6 oddly enough has a lighter hollow feel to it compared to the Soundcore 3's more solid, heavier feel, despite it being the lighter of the two. That said, both speakers feel strong and well built as we'd expect. As I said in the previous video between the Soundcore 3 and the Soundcore 2, the Soundcore 3 really is a very nice looking speaker in my opinion. Maybe you disagree, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, personally I think it's a lovely looking small speaker. It just looks very sleek and really nice quality. Now when it comes to the power, the Soundcore 3 is 16 watts of total output power, with the JBL Flip 6 being a much bigger 30 watts of total output power, which is almost twice as much power with the Flip 6, and I'm sure we're going to hear that difference in a minute. But another thing to remember is the Soundcore 3 has that significant stereo sound, as it has 2 individual drivers or transducers. I'm not going to get into that, they're very similar, which mimics 2 separate speakers. So you need a minimum of 2 speakers to achieve that true stereo sound. So although it's only one speaker, it's very close to true stereo sound due to 2 drivers, which mimics 2 separate speakers. And I have to say, you know, after using it for a while now, I really have noticed the Soundcore 3 does have a significantly very clear sound, and it says on the box exceptional clarity. Of course, pairing 2 Soundcore 3s together would really enhance that stereo sound tremendously and take it to another level. The JBL Flip 6 on the other hand, although it states stereo sound in the description, it can't really be true stereo sound, can it, as it only has one woofer and one tweeter. It's just one speaker, and to get that true stereo sound you need 2 Flip 6s of course. Just something to be aware of, and I think we'll hear that difference in the clarity between these two during the sound test. Now the Soundcore 3 has up to 24 hours of music playtime from a fully charged battery, depending on music levels of course, which is great, with the Flip 6 in comparison only having 12 hours of music playtime from a fully charged battery, again depending on music levels. When it comes to charging, the Anker Soundcore 3 takes 4 hours to fully charge the battery from empty to full, which is pretty damn good, as I've said before in previous video, considering there's a possible 24 hours of music playtime. With the JBL Flip 6 taking only 2.5 hours to charge the battery from empty to full, so the Flip 6 takes half the time to fully charge the battery compared to the Soundcore 3, but it has only half the battery life. The Soundcore 3 uses Bluetooth version 5, while the Flip 6 uses Bluetooth version 5.1, so not much difference there really. Now both speakers are made by different manufacturers of course, so both use their own pairing system for cordless multi-speaker connection. With the Soundcore 3 using partycast for connecting 2 or more speakers, and up to 100 plus Soundcore speakers that have partycast compatibility apparently can be connected at one time via one single device, which is pretty incredible really if that's what you want to do and you have those 100 plus Soundcore speakers. The JBL Flip 6 on the other hand uses their own party boost to link multiple compatible speakers for that true stereo sound that I mentioned before. I can't find the information on the exact number that can be connected at one time of the Flip 6, so if you do know, please let me know in the comments below. Thanks! Both the Soundcore 3 and Flip 6 have IPX7 waterproof protection, which allows them to be fully submerged underwater for a depth of up to 1 meter for up to 30 minutes, which, as I said in the previous video, I will be testing out in various water tests on these and other speakers in the coming weeks, so watch out for those videos. I just need to get a few sound tests out of the way in case they do get water damage and I can't do these sound tests. The Flip 6 also has that additional number 6 to its IP rating, making it an IPX67 rating, so it's also dust proof too. Brilliant! Both the Soundcore 3 and Flip 6 use the standard USB-C charging port of course, and both utilise their own customisable equaliser app to allow you to tweak the sound to your preferred taste from your smartphone. With the Soundcore 3 also featuring its own Anker bass up technology, which is said to enhance the bass for all you bass lovers out there, and the Flip 6 boasting JBL's own JBL Original Pro sound. And look, to be honest guys, Anker's bass up technology and JBL's Original Pro sound for me are really just marketing terms that may or may not enhance the actual sound. The point is, they sound how they sound anyway, which we will put to the test and head to head, and we're going to find out in a minute. I really like both of these speakers, and for me on looks it would be the Soundcore 3 for indoors all day long, but outside in the field, travelling around or wherever you want to be, it's the Flip 6 for that more rugged use. Price wise, so far it's obviously no contest with the Soundcore 3, the far better value in my opinion at that very low price. Okay, so let's hear the difference between the 16 watts and 30 watts of total output power. Apologies for repeating myself, but as usual guys, there's a variety of different music in this sound test, as different music can sound better or worse on any particular device, not forgetting that different songs can also be produced at different levels too. It also depends on what you're listening to this video through, so it's definitely best heard through decent headphones or a very decent portable speaker. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I'll pin my thoughts there too for my opinion on how they truly sound live. Timestamps below to switch between tracks.
trying to stay alive. No matter how I feel or what I do, yeah, I keep on wasting time. And I'm just here until there's something new. Although it feels so right, yeah. Guess it's nothing left for me to do. Hide to the tears tonight. I remember when I laid my eyes on you. I knew you would never be mine. Oh yeah. Keep it on the low, 'cause I don't wanna know. 'Cause I'm not ready to give it up.